And welcome on into a Wager Weekly for a Week 5 in the NFL. Paul Nolan, Damon Roberts breaking down your Sunday card. Let's take a look at Cincinnati and Arizona. Paul Nolan, are the Bengals nothing more than just a 1-3 team with a one-legged Joe Burrow leading a punchless offense? What do you see here in this game?
Punchless doesn't even cover it, for God's sakes. I mean, this is a team that, again, I made the mistake in week 2 after they said that he was healing, going good, and then he apparently in the first quarter he restrained that calf. He couldn't push off. Even in week 1 when we were against him, I said he was never a threat. I never felt any danger that they weren't going to make any kind of a comeback. And for me, I don't see the point at this point. You have a legitimate star quarterback here in a league that's starved of star quarterbacks. I don't see rolling him out here. I don't understand the thought process at this point right now. You're 1-3. You've lost it in the division. I just don't understand why he's playing and why they're not trying to let him heal. I mean, the franchise, its long-term goal means more to it. And this Cardinals team, we talked about him in the preseason show, that coaching staff there had talked about how plucky, how together, how ornery, how much toughness, how much togetherness this team had. Josh Dobbs has played really well. He's 9th in EPA, man. I mean, he keeps making plays, and it's like, do I want to say Josh Dobbs is the next big thing? It's journeyman. No, but he is playing an efficient game. Receiving core is playing well. And to be honest with you, I'm honestly surprised that this game I'm getting 3.5 here. I caught 3.5. Now the line's 3. It's probably going to go to 2.5. But if you can catch 3 and buy 3.5, I can't see how they could win this game. This team will be in my round robin underdog money parlay as well. I can't see how this team will not be, competitive to win this game at this point. And especially because, you're talking about a team now that, an overinflated Cincinnati team that has been so good against the spread for so long, a team that we rode last year, we rode in the year before. This is a team that has been so profitable. But here we are now with a one-legged Joe, as you said. Man, I just don't know. He can't fire the ball downfield. So I'm, I don't understand why I'm getting 3.5 here. I absolutely love it.
What about this Arizona defense, though? You look last week what they did. San Francisco came in. Purdy was 20 of 21. He averaged 14 yards per completion. They were 5 for 5 in the red zone, touchdown opportunities. Does the Arizona defense scare you at all?
It does, but that game was closer than it really looked. They were legitimately away from a Zach Ertz drop from covering that game last week, and they were all they were in it really until really the fourth quarter began. And then obviously San Fran took over and just ground the clock out. So no, do I love this defense? No, but I don't think this Cincinnati offense is a threat. Look at the Cardinals. They played. They've played to me, the San Fran and Dallas back-to-back road-tested deadly teams. They should have beat the Giants, who, we all know what a disaster that is. And Washington's not as bad as they have looked overall, other than Howell holding the ball way too long. When you look at the schedule, and then Cincinnati, has played, not exactly the same type of schedule. Tennessee doesn't really scare anyone. Game we had. The Rams are not considered world beaters. Baltimore, they played with a team who's had just injuries everywhere, and Cleveland playing with DTR. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not afraid of this Cincinnati offense at all at this point. I think this is a gift.
All right, there you go. Week 5 in the NFL. Paul Nolan all over Cincinnati all over Arizona. Arizona in this game. Cincinnati and Arizona. Week 5 in the NFL right here at WagerWeekly.com.